Alright, so go to the agenda, you guys. I'm going to explain what's going to happen today. There's probably two things that are really important. One, just keep an eye on. The one important thing right now is that the due date for the digital reading notebook is still midnight tonight. You should have already turned it in. You still have time to work on it. But remember that after midnight tonight, whatever is submitted is late. So it's better for you to turn it in now, which you already should have turned it in. Fix it, finish it, whatever, and hit publish. And I'll read it tomorrow, and we're all good. Diego, you gotta log on to Canvas. Thanks. So that's important thing number one. The other important thing today to keep in mind is that what we do today has to be done during the period today, because you cannot recreate it at home, okay? Because you're here as a group at the markers and the desks. You cannot recreate that at home, so I need you to stay focused today on this assignment. The thing that's not super important, but just keep an eye on, is that we're not going to be in the book today, which I said we were going to. I wanted to rather prepare you for tomorrow's project where you make those posters. Okay? So today's really important in terms of getting prepared for tomorrow. So if you can go to the agenda first, the goal is that you're going to create a persuasive argument about concussions to hopefully persuade people to take it seriously. And you'll know you got it. Here's the big thing at the bottom. When you can identify the 3 strongest pieces of evidence for your section. So if you had major symptoms of a concussion, your goal is to figure out what's the 3 most important things you have to know to be able to take that section of concussion seriously. All right? And I'll explain the directions as we go forward. So first things first, go to where it says concussion expert persuasion document. Click on that. Make 1 copy for the whole group. So the 3 of you, 4 of you, 2 of you is fine. All right, so you should have that concussion expert persuasion document on your screen. I'm going to explain to you what to do here, okay? The biggest thing is this. If you're going to persuade someone, can you pull that for me? Can you pull that out and close it up? To persuade somebody is to use what's called rhetorical appeals. We already talked about it in the past. But can anybody remember ethos, pathos, and logos? Which one has to deal with emotions? Yes. Pathos, very good. So we see pathos here. One of you in your group needs to write the word emotions. In that definition section. Emotions. All right, what's an example of a really, I'd say, powerful emotion that would persuade somebody? What would persuade somebody based on their emotions? Which emotions do you think have the most persuasive? What? Sadness? Is that what you said? Yeah. Yes, so sadness is a perfect one. So if somebody, like, it makes them feel sad, you ever see those, like, commercials about adopting pets? Mm-hmm. And they're like crying dogs or like barely can walk. That's like sadness. What's another emotion that's really powerful? Anger. Anger, very good. What else? Happiness. I'm looking for one in particular. These are all correct, by the way. There's one that's like really motivating. What? Love is good too. I didn't think that. I'm not that positive. I was gonna say fear. So if something scares you, you're more prone to maybe act on not doing that out of fear that you'll get hurt, injured, whatever, killed. All right, that's pathos. What about, which one has to do with logic? That's easy. Logos, very good. Sorry, dude. Logos. So go to logos there. In terms of this assignment, I'd say the best ones for examples would be any kind of statistic. right? Somebody talked about 66% of people with concussions have these long-term effects. Something like that would be a perfect statistic. Another one too would be any kind of like cause and effect. So if I tell you wearing helmets save lives, or wearing helmets limits like brain injuries, there's no debating that. Right? That's kind of common sense. So make sure you have something like that on there. And then lastly, ethos is credibility. This one's important. Credibility has to do with any kind of story, statement, or quote, here it is, from a reliable source. Okay? From a reliable source. So that means if there is a doctor that's giving you advice on treating a concussion, they're reliable because why? Because they are professionals in that field, so they know exactly what they are talking about. Alright, so when you look at the evidence that you researched this past week, Monday and Tuesday, you're going to take all that information, try to find the best of that research that you've done. And you're going to take all that information, you're going to create a thinking map just like this on your desk, okay? I'm going to explain to you how to do it. Explain to you how to do it, and then give you the period or so to create that on your desk, okay? Step one, don't do it yet. Step one, you're going to have a circle in the middle. That's the middle of both desks together. You see the lines like intersecting it right there? That says concussion awareness, okay? Then based on that middle section, you're going to have a line that goes right to where you sit. And where you sit, you're going to start writing in your best of the best evidence and information. Where it says area of concussion, that's where you're going to write your area of concussion. So if you had preventing a concussion, that's what you're going to write in that first section. And you're going to list the 3 most important pieces of evidence based on ethos, pathos, and logos. So you're going to look for the most credible quote that you found. You're going to look for the most emotionally charged piece of evidence that you found. The most compelling statistic or fact that you found. And you're going to list it on your desk, circle it once you're done so you know how big the circle needs to be, and you're going to take a picture of it and insert it in one of the sections below with your name and your expert area. Does that make sense? So before you have questions regarding what to do with it, like what's ethos, whatever, I would say take a minute and look at your research from the last couple days, make sure you have that up and start going through it, and if you notice, hey, I don't really have anything good for emotions, for pathos. There's nothing that's really compelling in terms of emotions. That should be a red flag to you to go back, find something, and put it in that thinking map. Are there any questions? We good?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to give you about, let's say, 51. What time are you getting? 11:20, right?
Yep.
So maybe about 20 minutes or so to work on this, and then I'll pause you to get it done. So you've already done the research. You're just putting it together, the best of the best, on that thinking map here, and you're going to take a picture of it and turn it in when you're done. All right, and go.
So I guess it's just us two. Okay.
Don't embarrass me.
Are you recording?
No.
This can be bloopers. Okay. Okay.
Why aren't you?
That's right.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Let's close it up.
Hey.
Okay.
No, you're gonna Because you're gonna mess it up.
Do it your way.
Okay, now let's start with our goals with you guys.
It goes up.
Like, you're so big.
Yeah, something like that. It sounds good. You have it?
Dude, yours is too small.
Just remember, if we were right at first, and how big the circle is. This is so fun.
Wait, I need more wipes.
Hey, look at that blue roll up there is all wet wipes.
Where? Where?
Está ciega.
No puedo ver.
Está ciega.
Necesito lentes. Oh.
There you go. You're okay.
Why is your hair so
Did you say
Don't you have it on the Google Doc? Don't you have it on the Google Doc? It's on the calendar. This thing. We need it because our stuff is on there. Get their kids.
you see how theirs is like their direction and this direction. They don't all have to be facing one way, right?
No, that's right. Those backwards. Those going that way. Those going that way. No, no, no. What?
So there's 4 circles, right? And you know when I go to like 4 boxes, like we each had an area?
Yeah.
So we put into each area.
That's your own.
Yeah, so like this will be like my
And then beside there goes.
And then this one is dry.
Camera's on us.
Okay.
Oh, I think I like this. I think we do. Okay, I think I'll write this because it's small.
There's more white. There's blue. Yeah, I have the camera when you guys.
So this one code basically says symptoms in a like a mother, like a baby. You know how you don't know because they can't talk. Would that be like emotion, or would that be like creativity?
Sadness, anger. I guess you could
Would
say
be
like
emotion?
baby. I guess you could say babies could express their pain
Oh,
or
in a
discomfort.
way, yeah, because they're kind of feeling because they don't know if they can have.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The first one I'm gonna put a quote. What's it called? Statement from a book.
No, my head is messing it up.
You write the whole quote?
If the whole quote's necessary, you can make it shorter if you make it shorter.
Can I just put like E instead of slide notes?
Yes, as long as you. And I know, I guess.
Oh, throw it away.
I know. I can't even.
Do you guys have birthdays?
Hey, that blue roll right there.
Maybe get my thing.
Is it recording our audio?
Yes, everything.
Don't record it.
They have 17. Justine. Oh, there you go.
Why do you keep doing it? Your computer, I can't even write. But your computer is so beautiful. That's your incredible book. Okay? Is there anything that you researched, like, any kind of maybe like parking building?
You don't know.
I didn't know. Don't identify
Girls?
doctors, statement papers. So how doctors identify.
Did you see it? That's good.
For let's say pathway, because one of the symptoms can be like your emotions switch or you active.
Exactly. Because you think, that's kind of scary, right?
Yeah, that's scary.
Like you could literally not be the same person as this.
Okay.
Hey, Mia, does blue wipes go symptom? Number 6. You did? That right there is. Well, we're going to say something that's really important to the treating country. That the according to Mayo Clinic, it's really important to treating infections early because they don't know from the Mayo Clinic. It's the most credible, important quote that you have in your research. I told you guys, people for the reads. So it's good. This one. I'm so surprised.
Look, like this.
So, is there any percentage of so many concussions lead to so many types of symptoms? So is there any like statistics? I was thinking about this, like Google statistics about preventing concussions.
No, make it like more fast. So there's not a lot of like, well, like a quote. We can quote for maybe like fast. Like, for life insurance. Or for like, you can no longer do insurance. You know, so you can just write it. You can write it, whatever. You write it. It has to be emotional.
Is there any actual stores that you saw? Did you look?
For your Can I make one up?
You have.
Somebody said something mean. I said, you gotta say 2 nice things for you. Say one.
It's what we used to do when we were like in elementary.
Oh.
My brother. Oh my god, one time my brother had that ring and he got it stuck and he had to go to the hospital.
That's why it's rubber.
Oh, it's rubber? Yeah, dude.
What does that
Should I
mean?
make a story now?
Can you look for a real story? Sad story about identifying concussion. Yeah, 100%. That's 100%.
So what's
I go for an arm out forever, don't I?
Yeah.
My arm is never, my arm never can say I can do it. Famous baseball players with this. Baseball players? Oh yeah, football players.
Bro, you smashed it.
Aaron Hernandez.
You right?
I can say John. And you got it.
I think they're all team.
I don't know who did this.
Okay.
Okay.
So for locals, can I
Big night. I'm your 5 seconds, each 5 seconds.
My pizza's coming up.
Look for the major symptom.
Yeah.
Right? So I would say major symptom.
I know, I know, I just heard it.
Don't get faded.
Which one?
Don't get faded.
Which word?
This is really good.
I feel like another
I don't
one.
know why I'm so sick of it.
Yeah, just also
Sometimes you do.
Did you guys know that your people made other people?
Your people.
Mexicans, Mexicans.
They
Hey!
can hear you on the video. I gotta rewatch this. Make sure it's something.
She said 5 slurs in 1 second.
I didn't say slurs. I mean, I said when out loud. Oh my gosh, she called me. She called me a beauty.
We have to watch that to make sure it's not bad.
It was actually any.
Burritos?
Yeah.
So based on your research, what's the most important
I'm
point?
going to say everything.
Okay, yeah, so where do you where do you find the list of symptoms? So I would say according to science or whatever they say.
Oh, it's not a circle anymore. 2nd grade.
Sister, can I say when my brother used to play football, or not my brother, my cousin used to play football, I think half of my kids played football, and
Yeah. Which one's ethos? And brain injury. So who how do you know this? You pulled it? So yes, I'd say something like according to teen cells, whatever. So you know where it came from. You can leave that there. Yeah. Then circle it and then take a picture of it. You're in.
Circle. It's gonna be a big circle.
just pause everybody real quick. We have about 5 or 6 minutes left. Remember that all you have to do today, I'm going to make the submission not due until midnight tonight. So all you have to do today before you leave is have your top 3 written out, take that picture, then you can clean it up and then insert the picture later on, okay? Just one of you guys,
Sleep outside. Take naps outside. I know. They are very different. And countries that are ran by women, it's so